Hey guys, I'm the Sky Spire coming to you from Texas, which has a pretty general temperature of around 85, 90 degrees, yeah, something like that, standard stuff, you know. And I'm here with
Ari, and I am in Michigan, and it's currently 50 degrees outside right now, but when I went to the bus stop, it was 34 degrees, which is almost freezing.
Oh no!
There was ice on my mom's car.
From what I could tell, there was all that. There was frost on the grass. It looked like a tundra, but
the grass was frosted over.
Oh lord! For me, like 80, 90s, like room temperature. So hey, there's a contrast. Oh no!
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. And welcome, guys, to a thoughts video or analysis something video. Welcome to the thoughts video regarding the new trailer that just came out for Sun and Moon because. There has okay, it's this video is #2 trending on YouTube. This video has been going crazy because we finally got the last starter, the last evolutions of the starters.
Wait, it's trending #2 on YouTube?
Yeah, it's a #2 trending video on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
It's going cray. So, without further ado, I guess we can just jump right in cuz might as well jump into the most amazing part of all of it. Alright, so starting off with Rowlet, do you want to start off, or?
Yeah, sure, why not? So, we found out that Rowlet's final evolution is,
I have no idea.
I'm sorry if I pronounced this incorrectly.
No, whatevs, I don't know either.
Decidueye, I believe?
Yeah,
maybe?
Decidueye.
Yeah, which is a grass ghost type, which is really cool. And then its main move, or its special move, is the Spirit Shackle, which prevents a Pokemon from switching out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I think it looks awesome.
Grass Ghost.
Yeah.
That alone, like, you really think it's going to be grass flying ever since you saw Rowlet. Or
yeah.
Both of us, yeah. But Grass Ghost? What?
Yeah, switch types, for sure. So.
Yeah, that's a new type for a starter. Spirit Shackle, I loved Spirit Shackle because I feel like that makes it able to take on, like, legendaries that run away from you.
Yeah, that's true.
You can literally just send out your starter, and it can just shackle it back in. Wow.
I really like the whole thing with the starters, just in general, before we get into the next two.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the starters that was really surprising was the fact that the leaks were right. Like, the leaks from, I forget where they were from. I don't know.
Yeah,
they weren't from. No, they weren't from Korokoro, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there were. I'm not sure where they came from. Some random user just posted a pic, I guess.
Yeah, but they were right, which is really surprising because people were like, I don't know if Rowlet's gonna turn into Archer. It's kind of looking like something different, and nope.
Nope. I was so shocked by that. I was begging for the world to predict these wrong because. I did not like the other two.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Rowlet, like, what? An Archer? But,
yeah.
They are true, and they're actually not as bad as the leaks made them look, honestly.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Yeah. I'm going Team Rowlet, definitely. I'm loving its typing now. It just has such a unique design rather than just being like a spawn of the jungle itself, like all of the other ones. It's an owl with a bow and arrow. God.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's not it's more kind of like arrows.
Yeah.
I have no other adjective to use.
Yeah, definitely. And what about you? I'm going Team Rowlet. What about you?
It's such a toss-up because at first I was like, I wanted to go with Litten because I like cats. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more of a dog person, but I like cats a lot. And just, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I was obsessed with cats. It was kind of scary.
Meow.
And looking back at it, like, my mom has videos of me crying because we couldn't get a cat because my dad is allergic to cats.
And I must see those now.
But anyway, so I wanted to go with Litten because I thought they were going to take a different path than they usually do, where they always have the typical fallback of, you know, fire type turning into like this sumo wrestler. And I thought they were going to take a different path because its second evolution does look like it's going on the path like to turn into a cat. You know, or just to turn into like a lion of some kind, maybe look a little bit like Solgaleo. But no, they made Incineroar into a freaking it.
Which
Another wrestler, and it looks like if
this guy.
It looks like if Cheetos decided to make another mascot for Hot Cheetos.
You know what? Bam! Right there on the screen. Right there. That
exposed!
Is
Incineroar exposed!
Expose!
Expose her!
There! That right there. That's Cheetos.
Oh my God.
And that leads us into our second starter. Litten's final evolution is Incineroar, a Fire Dark type, which is also new for a starter because they always freaking go with fire fighting.
Of course.
And
they were just like, oh no, it's not fire fighting type, it's dark.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a WWE wrestler, but who cares? It's dark. And that's really odd. I mean, it still looks like a. I feel like Game Freak just has the inability, like they're incapable of making a Pokemon that doesn't look like a wrestler. I think they're just literally incapable of it.
It's impossible for them not to. The Earth is just too much. They're like, I gotta do it.
Well, last generation they did something really.
I'm so salty. Freaking.
Yeah. Last generation they did something really cool.
Cheetos mascot. Jesus.
I mean, last generation they did something really cool with what's her name?
Fennekin.
No, I was about
to say Delphox, and I'm like, that's Generation 5. No one kill me.
No, it is Delphox. Gen 6.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Don't kill, love. No, I'm kidding.
No, don't kill me, please. Yeah,
they did something different with Delphox being a fire psychic type, but one generation later, back to.
Yep.
Oopsies. It is Fire Dark, which is interesting, and it has, its special move is Darkest Lariat, which looks like it completely ignores stat changes, meaning if you buff your defense up, like Stockpile, or if you buff your, I can't think of other moves other than Stockpile, why, then, then he will just ignore that.
There's probably, there's
probably like 30,000 others.
Yeah.
What would make me laugh is if like you could protect and then like he would just like bust right through that.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's true.
That'd be terrifying. I don't think that would be the case, but
I don't know if protection counts as a stat change or not.
I don't think so, but that'd be funny.
That would be funny. I think it counts as like a move ability.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It is our least favorite, because they had to
Cheetos mascot.
Freaking Cheetos mascot.
Rip off. Jesus.
But I kind of liked it more after the trailer, because it looks so damn smug. Like, he took all of the smugness of Popplio, which is why Popplio has no smugness anymore. Like, he crossed his arms so many times, he like, begged, like, the guy to go, like, come on, and he just, I don't know, he just looked kind of cool. Cooler than just a random lion. I don't know.
True.
Speaking of Popplio, that leads us into our final starter.
Popplio's final evolution is Primarina.
No idea.
I think I pronounced that correctly. For a second, I thought it said prima donna.
Primate. It's Primate.
Anyway. Which is a water fairy type, which is really interesting because we now have our first fairy starter.
Yeah.
And it has the move Sparkling Aria, which heals the burns of targets. Which I'm so confused why they made that the ability of the move, but you know,
I don't know.
I just
don't get it. It looks like something that'll only be useful in double battles, and
I feel like maybe, but why would they? Why?
It's such an odd thing. Now it's saying heals the burns of the target. If it like healed Primarina, if it healed her burn, that would make more sense. Like,
yeah.
Waste a turn to heal a burn. Whoa, that's yeah.
Turn to heal a burn.
hey. Sky bringing out these bars, you know. But it's not. That's so confusing, and I feel like that alone might make it the reason why the reinforcement of me going on Team Rowlet. Because while Popplio's final evolution, like, it actually looks really nice. Its fairy typing is so unique. the move kind of throws me off, but I mean, other than that, like, wow.
Yeah.
I was a little worried at first because, like, it just like Incineroar, it really wasn't like as gender neutral as I would have liked.
Yeah.
But then again, it is a siren, so that,
Yep.
I guess it's fine, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. In addition to the fact that apparently that everyone freaked out about, which really it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, really.
80% of Poppleos are male.
Yeah,
Everyone
really.
was like, it's not masculine enough, and I'm just in the corner like, chill out.
Chill.
You're fine. No one is assaulting your masculinity. You are fine. Nothing is wrong, Popplio. You are okay.
Gender is not a factor here.
This is it. This is fine.
This is fine. Oh my god.
You like put the picture of the dog with the house burning.
Bam! There it is, right there. This is fine.
This is fun.
Yeah, no, that is Primarina. That is Primarina in like a building that Incineroar burnt down. This is fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
And not to mention that it is a fairy type.
Sure.
Wow. Like, I know like fairy was only introduced last gen, but wow. I don't know. It's just that feels so
Oh, wait.
unique.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Fairy introduced in Gen 5?
No,
because Sylveon.
Sylveon's Gen 6.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Are you sure?
No, let me look it up. Yes, he was. Yeah. Anyways, going off, so we have our starters. I'm Team Rowlet, and you have a coin toss to do. You have a coin toss to do between the starters, like which one you want.
Yeah, I don't, such a toss-up. I don't know. I'm stuck between Rowlet or Popplio because I really like Poppleo's final evolution.
Yeah.
Not because it's feminine, just because, I don't know, I like the fairy typing, but...
Yeah. Alright, so moving off of that, we got the Island Guardians. We got to show off Tapu Koko before, which was like the yellowish one.
Yes.
But the other Island Guardians got shown off, and while they, at least for now, seem really generic, there might be more to them. So, their names are Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini. And, their abilities are really odd. Like, Tapu Lele's ability, I think it's called like Misty Terrain, which basically,
I saw that one.
Yeah, and it like kind of makes the battlefield like purplish, and then the dialogue says the battlefield got weird. And I'm like, that's when I lost interest.
Is that really what it says?
Yeah, in the trailer it says the battlefield got weird. That's when I lost interest.
That got lost. That's Japanese and a half.
That's direct Japanese translation.
Japanese and a half.
Oh my god, the battlefield got
funky. Oh my god.
I don't know exactly what the deal with these either. Like, I'm assuming there'll be like story events or something, which would be really cool considering Pokemon isn't strong in story.
Yeah. I feel like they'll have something to do with the like Ardent. I forget what the name is, but they're like the new form of gym leaders.
Oh yeah, what are they called?
Like island captains.
Kukanunas. Haku. I know what you're talking about. Let me look up the name while you talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like
Kahunas.
They'll probably be related to that somehow. Maybe after you beat them, you acquire the Island Guardians. I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Have to see, but
from the looks of it, they are
look really cool. I like them. So.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, there are like 4 Island Guardians, or rather 4 islands. There's 4 Island Guardians. There's 4 Kahunas, and then there's also like a bunch of what do you call them? Like trial captains, which is like for each type. I don't know if you know about that.
That's what they are. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's all based around that, but it would be pretty cool if you got these. Well, I'm thinking what will happen is like you can face the Kahuna, and you'll fight the Island Guardian, but you'll probably get them in like the after game or something. Because I feel like getting Island Guardian like right after you get like your first gym badge is a little weird.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because it might be like, you know, because it's less about with with the previous generations. If you look at it like mathematically,
Yeah.
you're less far ahead. You know, you make less progress in the game if the four like island the trial captains are spaced out like evenly. If you look at it like mathematically, in you know, in the original games, you're making less progress between each gym leader, but by the time you get to the 8th one, you're obviously pretty far ahead. But with the 4, you're probably like, you know, you're a quarter of if it's spaced out evenly, you're like a quarter into the game by the time you get to the first captain.
Yeah, I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Ari with me. Ari is a smart cookie. Ari's a smart cookie. Yeah, okay, I didn't think about it like that.
My mind works in technical ways.
No, my mind works as in like, or at least just now, I was thinking like I was thinking of last gen and how early like they're like, oh, you get the first gym like so early on and blah. And not to mention in this game there's also like 12 other trial captains. So if anything, there will be like 2 or 3 trial captains and then the Kahuna or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, it could be a while.
Yeah, it could be.
Not to mention, this game could be quite long.
Yeah, I was gonna say something and then I got sidetracked. I was gonna say something sidetracked, but I forget what it was.
Yeah. While you remember that, I'm gonna quickly mention something.
Okay.
The fact that there are all these island guardians, the Kahunas, a different form of league, and most of all the Ultra Beasts, the Ether Foundation, all of these things. There's so many new things that point towards like a actual plot in a Pokemon
there's
game.
a lot more like to the actual story content in itself, and like the content of the game. It's less about like the number of Pokemon that they're creating and more about plot this time.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Which for their 20th year anniversary, that's pretty sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to this next guy. The one new Pokemon besides the starter final evolutions that they introduced is very odd. It's called Cosmog or Cosmog. Cosmog.
Because if you think it like
Cosmos.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Cosmos. Yeah.
So, interesting thing. Quick flashback back to the Pokemon leaks, where we see Cosmog bunched in with the rest of the legendaries, bunched in between the Island Guardians and Solgaleo and Lunala. Now, not to mention, the thing to the right of Cosmog really looks like Solgaleo, right?
Yeah.
So we were thinking that these two, probably not pre-evolutions, but somehow related to Solgaleo and Lunala. But they introduced it in the trailer as like a normal Pokemon, you know?
Yeah. They were just like, oh, this is a thing.
This is a thing.
It doesn't really make sense because it's shoved in with all the legendaries in the leaks that we found on the what the remainder of the Pokedex is.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Not to mention the thing next to Cosmog, the Solgaleo thing. It literally is Solgaleo's face.
Yeah. Like it's got the same kind of golden crest type thing surrounding it. Like
yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, first up, like, what are these guys? Like, are they evolution? Probably not evolutions.
I feel like I was saying this earlier, like before we recorded.
Yeah.
I feel like they have something to do with similar where how Zygarde has like small forms of it, like the 1% form and then like a 10% form and then like a 40% form and so on.
Yeah.
And I feel like I think like its snake form is like 70% and then it's the like warrior looking thing is like 100%, I believe.
Yeah, it's like perfect form or something. Yeah.
Yeah, the perfect form. I feel like it has something similar to that. Maybe that, like when not in the same fashion where like they all group together. That wouldn't look right. Cosmogs just stuck together.
It's a really weird blender.
They just all smoosh together and they make a giant cloud.
Smoosh.
I feel like when the like maybe a bunch of them like get together, they can form the legendaries. Similar to how I forget the name of it, but it's like the fish that kind of looks like a sardine that it makes like a giant fish when a bunch of them get together.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
maybe not in the same sense, but still like when a bunch of them get together, or like maybe I thought of this also where maybe if maybe like Cosmog will be like the type of thing where it travels around with you kind of as like a partner almost, and then later like when you become stronger in the game, it'll give you like it'll introduce itself as like a full form type thing. I don't know.
As Lunala.
Yeah. So
and same thing goes for the Solgaleo thing next to it. As a little orb following you around.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about that theory is the whole Zygarde thing, that happens in this game as well. Like, finding the Zygarde cells and all that, that happens in this game.
Yeah.
As for what I originally thought of Cosmog and the other thing, I thought they were kind of like the red orb and blue orb from Gen 3, like Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, that actually, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because if you look at the Solgaleo thing, I really thought these guys would be like orbs that would activate the legendary, or like power up the legendary, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently Cosmog is a Pokemon, so it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that there will be an identical thing for Cosmog. I'm very confused. I'm very confused by this.
It's interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe it's kind of, maybe they're like, they might be like pseudo legendaries, kind of like
Oh yeah, Komo and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're like pseudo legendaries, and then they like the same thing we were talking about, where like when a bunch of them get together, or when like, or like
Smoosh!
it has, or like one of them has the ability to unlock like a final form in itself.
Yeah, which would be an amazing plot thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, as for the last big thing that they showed off in the trailer, Pokemon.
Cynthia's back!
Cynthia's back! Not only that, my boy, my bestie, this dude, Wally is back!
Wally! Oh, I'm so happy for... Oh, I love it when games, like, will do that, where, like, they don't... Or, like, when TV shows do that, where they bring back, like, a character that's been gone forever, and then they're just like, oh, hey, this one's back!
Yeah, definitely.
It's like my favorite thing of all time whenever they do that.
Awesome. When they like don't forget about their old days.
Yeah, exactly. Cynthia's the ultimate champion. No dispute.
Cynthia's the best champion. Cynthia is the best champion.
The best. Most memorable, amazing. We're done here.
Le best. I'm not saying your opinion is wrong. I'm just saying my opinion is right. Now shut up. The cool thing is, so this place is called the Battle Tree, where apparently you can battle against and fight alongside previous trainers.
I want to.
You can fight against Cynthia.
I want to fight with Cynthia.
I don't want to fight you, please.
Can I battle with you, please?
Sends up level 100 Garchomp. Oh.
Ooh.
It looks so cool. They haven't forgotten about their old games. I am so happy that they brought back Wally, because I was so scared he would just be a one-time... I mean, obviously, I was like, oh, he's just going to be a one-time rival, even though he is my favorite character in Pokemon. But my god, he is back. Back in black. He is so cool. Except he's not in black, but who cares? Oh my god. And we haven't even addressed, like, what's probably the thing that should be shocking us the most. Which is Red and Blue. Red and Blue are also here.
Red and Blue!
These two were from the original games. Blue was the rival and champion of Gen 1, and Red was the player character from Gen 1 and the final boss of Gen 2.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy, honestly.
It is. It's kind of scary, the fact that they're, like, bringing all these things back. Which, but, like, I'm not against it. I like it.
It feels like at first we got excited and then we just got a little scared and worried. Like, whoa, this is big.
Wow.
And other games had something similar to this. Like there was like the Battle Frontier, Battle Maison, like other random battle places like that. So it makes sense that in like on a Hawaiian island like this, there's a tree. But I find this really cool. And do you remember in Black and White 2, there was the I think it was called the Pokemon World Tournament, where you could fight with like any other gym leader and any other champion. Do you remember that?
I think I do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like you could fight with like literally any other gym leader or champion from another generation. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I doubt they're only gonna have 4. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more. Is there any like champion or rival or gym leader that you want?
I feel like there's a lot of gym leaders that I really like, just their costumes and their design. Because I'm a big person for like, I really like design.
Aesthetics.
That's why I'm yeah, aesthetic. I say people criticize me for this, but I say instead of saying like aesthetics, I say aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
I know it's not correct, but I still say it.
Aww.
But I'm really big for
this dress is so aesthetic. It sounds like an antonym for aesthetic.
I know.
Oh no.
I don't know. I just really like costumes and stuff like that, and the and design. So that's why one of the reasons why I'm really happy with the Pokemon that came out, because they leaned less towards quantity and more towards quality for like the Pokemon that came out this generation, which is nice. Like the designs are really cool, so I like them. But
as for any new like trainers or gym leaders or champion or rival or whatever. They got, I
feel like it'd be cool if we had, I know we already have some from Gen 3, but maybe I feel like it'd be cool if we had Steven, and then who else? There's somebody else that I'm thinking of, but I can't remember. Like a rival. I really like, I really like Silver.
Silver is so cool.
Silver from, Gen 2?
Yeah, Gen 2.
He was in Soul Silver. He's
my avatar. He's my avatar in Pokemon Showdown.
yeah. He's got the red hair. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. So
he's edgy. He is the edge. The edge.
The edge is real.
The edge. And he has a lot of story about him too. Like he's a freaking son of Giovanni and everything.
Yeah.
He's cool. He is edge. So, and no one else here has edge. Well, Red has edge, but besides that,
yeah,
no one has edge, so that'd be cool. For me, I kind of want to see, it's really weird, but I kind of want to see either Bruno or Lance back. Bruno and Lance, the champion of Gen 2, Elite 4 of Gen 1, like, Lance just seems to be, like, really recurring as a character.
That's true.
He seems to be popping up a lot more than he should, so I'm like, why not? He's a dragon tamer who flies across the world and doesn't experience jet lag. So
it does not have jet lag.
So he came to the island of Alola, came to the Tree of Wisdom, and he was like, I shall take over. He flew to the top and cheated and became king of Alola.
He is now the king, the ruler, the only.
the
only one.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. No.
No. Oh my
God. Anyways, there's so much stuff that they can do here with the battle tree. It was the epitome of fan service for this trailer.
That's true.
Yeah. So
like they're just like they are totally like just trying to be like, look at all this cool stuff we brought back. Look at it.
Oh my God! You actually
look at it, guys. Look at it.
Oh! Jimmy, check it out. No. And honestly, this game. I think the main reason this made me happy, like at least at first when I saw this, was because this game is supposed to like represent like the 20th year of Pokemon, and yeah, it doesn't feel like that they've done anything like particularly fan servicey yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's why this really. I was gonna make a really, really mature joke here, so I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna make a really mature joke. I'll save that for after the recording. Ari is disappointed and left the room. So
I am disappointed.
So moving
disappointed in you.
Yeah, let me write down the joke.
You sin! Just kidding, sorry.
Okay, I wrote down the bad joke. Anyways, now, so that's pretty much everything that they showed in the trailer, and hype-worthy. Definitely hype-worthy, my gosh. So, one final thing I want to mention is, something else that was tied in with the, Island Guardians is they showed off another big Z move, and that really begs the question. You have, like, Pokemon, and then you have, like, Mega Pokemon, and you have Legendaries, and you have, like, Z moves, and then you have, like, Mewtwo who can do, like, all of those at once. Like, I really don't like Mega Evolutions being brought back. Like, what do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, by the way, excuse me if there's random, like, sounds of my dog dying in the corner. She's being dumb and is trying to get my attention, but I'm in the middle of making a video with my friend Sky, so you need to go away.
Oh no.
but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not as bad because they didn't really introduce any more
Megas.
Pokemons. They didn't really introduce any new Mega Evolutions, so I don't know. So I guess they're just trying to stick with the old ones for now, but
yeah, and not to mention, I think the main thing that triggered me was the whole thing that, like, I think this whole Mega Evolution talk, we even talked about it last time we made a video with Bonkers, when they were talking about all these Z moves, and I was like, I don't want to see, like, a Mega Mewtwo using a Psychic Z move. Like, it's legendary, and it's Mega, and it has a Z move. You're dead. Like, I felt like that should have been, like, the big thing of Gen 6, but
yeah, that's, like Mega and Z move is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Too much. And
too much, too soon.
You're probably able to do that, too.
Yeah.
So, I'm always going to be iffy about bringing Megas back, but not to mention, I feel like it's now just like a bunch of Dragon Ball Z stuff. Like, it's like, look at Megas and look at Z moves. It's
okay,
just...
this isn't a Dragon Ball reference. It's a Street Fighter reference, but
yeah.
Actually, no, it's not a Street Fighter reference, but it's an Overwatch reference. But
yo, let's go.
Oh, go Ryuga
Wakateki Wakuro!
I'm just gonna scream. Oh my god.
I think the funniest thing to me right now is just gonna be the Ryuga Wakateki Wakuro!
Yoga Wateki Wakuro Keokure! Oh my. And I don't even play Overwatch. I don't know why I know these things.
Guys, now you know why I hang out with this girl.
Oh my god.
But that's Pokemon in a nutshell now. No, it's not that bad yet.
Pokemon
but
in a nutshell.
in a very small, tightly packed nutshell. But honestly, it's fine. That's fine because just the new Pokemon. Like she said this better than I could. Quality over quantity has been like the biggest focus of this generation.
And the previous one as well.
That's true. That's definitely true.
They definitely developed more in the story last generation than they did in like the actual Pokemon. Which I don't know. Yeah. On one hand, I'm like, and on the other hand, I'm like, yay.
Part of
me is crying, and the other part of me is screaming, and then the other part's like,
yay. And the other part's just the yay part. There were feelsy moments in X and Y. There was you remember AZ?
Yes.
Feels.
That it did.
He had feels.
I have no words.
And I am hoping for feels in this game too. Come on.
Yeah, hopefully.
Give it to us.
Looks like there could be. I love the storytelling that they do. That's my favorite thing. Like when they do like what they did with AZ, where they like tell a story about a character and then they make you really sympathize. That's like my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely. And they did that pretty damn well with AZ.
They did. Yeah. I mean, they didn't focus the story around him, but they still like made it really cool, you know?
I think the biggest thing was just the fact that they focused on one character so much, considering it's Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And in this generation, I feel like Lily, that little very demure assistant, like I feel like she's gonna be that character.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. You're right.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait until November 18th when Sun and Moon's gonna come out. Oh God.
I'm excited.
I'm getting Moon because everyone else is getting Sun.
I'm gonna get Sun because Solgaleo. That is all.
Because
that is all I have to say today.
Because Sun Doggo.
Sun, it's not even a doggo. It's a cat. I think it's supposed to be a lion, but you know.
Oh yeah, it is.
Still doggo.
Oh,
you know.
Still doggo. Who cares?
Ultimate doggo.
Popplio's a doggo, because why not?
True.
Anyway, guys, so, I believe that's it, right?
Yep.
Alright, guys, so, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave in the comment section below what you think of that trailer, what you want for Pokemon. This is probably going to be the last Pokemon Sun and Moon related video before the game comes out. There's been a lot of hype coming, and, wow, it's about to culminate in a little bit. Oh, God. I can't contain it. Anyways.
No one can contain the hype.
No one can. Make sure, as always, to like, comment, and subscribe for more on Pokemon and all other things Nintendo. I'm the Sky Spire.
And I'm Ari.
And until then.
Reference. It's a Street Fighter reference, but
yeah.
Sadie! Get out of here! I don't. You need to go away right now. You see, you just knocked the blanket off.
I just heard like stomping.
I'm sorry. You might have to cut this out. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna put that at, like the end in bloopers.
Okay.
Because I just heard. But what was I even saying?